See how fast I can get through part 2 really fast. So I'm just gonna go through the motions. Let's do it.
I was
Wait, hold on, let me see. I remember now. Sorry, I been a little lost for a second.
I was
Alright, let's go.
It was a
There we go.
Better get Winterson.
Number one, thank you. You may
Oh,
step
we
back.
can't skip this part. So
They can't see you through the glass. Just take your time. See if you can recognize any of them, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, now I know what I normally do.
Number 2.
I wanted to talk to Winterson's witness once she was done with him.
So many flips I can go over.
Said,
Her. No, that's not it. Her. There we go. 1. Her. There. 2. Ah, come on.
thank you. Step back, number 2.
Ah.
Number 3.
Game broke. Come on. I don't work. I don't only get like 5.
None of your concern. Just concentrate on the task at hand.
Come on. I can put the whole desk.
Number 3.
There we go. Oh, almost.
Okay, we're done. Take them away.
Alright.
Okay, ladies, you heard her. This way.
Wait for her to talk to me.
You can wait here. Someone will come to get you once the paperwork is done. I tried to help you,
Right.
Max, but you didn't listen.
But I'm done. Ah.
The lineup was done. Mona was back in her cell. The cells were downstairs.
Want to get to the lockup? Just press the buzzer by the door. Petersburg will
Payne
buzz you
here.
in.
I need a statement from one of your customers. Mona Sachs. I didn't want to have anything to do with Woad. Can I use your phone? I need to make a call.
You can use this phone.
Jesus! I needed a gun to get past the cleaners.
No, I'm done. Ah! I'm messing up. I don't know, I want to redo that whole chapter.
Staying here.
Yeah, let's redo it. Nah, that's good. Because I gotta go through the whole beginning part. Alright, cool. Don't worry, kid, there's no sexual content. We're gonna all skip all that. Only in There we go.
I couldn't get her out of my head.
Coward!
What? Come on.
I hate this. I hate this. I'm not going in there.
Come on, you baby. This is just like a...
Holy cool kids oldie, man. I jumped off the ledge, came back.
This is so cool.
Wow. Okay.
I couldn't get her out of my head.
Shoot to kill. I hate this. I hate this. I'm not going in there.
Come on, you baby. This is just like a...
I wonder if I even have to kill him.
This is so...
Okay. I don't think I actually have to kill this guy, so I'm gonna just start it.
I couldn't get her out of my head.
What do you mean? I don't want to get him reload the gun at the start.
I couldn't get her out of my head.
Shoot! Shoot! I hate this. I hate this. I'm not going in there.
Come on, you baby. This is just like a ghost train for kiddies. Ooh, they're coming for us. Now this is real cool. Attack of the badly drawn cardboard badasses.
She had disappeared back into the shadows. An intervention from above. Over too soon.
Max, the garage backdrop. I'll let you through. Max, cleaners.
Man, that was amazing time. Essentially 30 seconds. Wow. That was nice.
I thought of Vlad's Trojan horse. I'd gotten into the cleaners' hideout in the back of their van. They'd give me directions to the evidence on the top floor. The dangerous red boxes the cleaners had talked about were containers filled with explosives.
Wait. Oh, I'm dumb. I want to slide.
Kaufman's dead. Everyone's dead except kill him! Coward!
Ah, I really want to try this. Hold on, I'm gonna just mess around for a second.
Damn!
Let me kill these guys.
Shoot!
I want to see something.
Max, I'm at the site.
Ah!
Where are you?
A condemned building at the edge of the site, headed upstairs.
I'm at the wrong end. I'll try to get to the roof to get a view of the place.
Later, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
So you can't jump on that. Can you jump on this? Nope, can't jump on the light. Can you jump on this? Kinda, okay. Oh, you can do that. Okay, hold on. Let's try it out. So I have an idea.
I thought of
Gotta get some
Vlad's
grenades.
Trojan horse. I'd gotten into the cleaners' hideout in the back of their van. They'd give me directions to the evidence on the top floor. The dangerous red boxes the cleaners had talked about were containers filled with explosives.
Shoot him!
That's my only gripe. Ah, yeah, see, it's hard. You gotta land on that little ledge.
I thought of Vlad's Trojan horse.
Like 10 seconds of
I'd gotten
walking.
into the cleaners' hideout in the back of their van. They'd give me directions to the evidence on the top floor. The dangerous red boxes the cleaners had talked about were containers filled with explosives.
Dead. Everyone's dead except there! Coward!
That was cool. That was cool. Oh, I can get this. I
I thought of Vlad's Trojan horse. I'd gotten into the cleaners' hideout in the back of their van. They'd give me directions to the evidence on the top floor. The The dangerous red boxes the cleaners had talked about were containers filled with explosives.
Don't let him get away!
Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's keep
Max,
going.
I'm at the site. Where are you?
Condemned building into the site.
I'm at the wrong end. I'll try to get to the roof to get a view of the place.
Later, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
I'm not talking to you.
Son of a bitch! Shot dead down there, lying next to the van.
I bet the bastard that did it is still in the building.
Wait, hold on, what's going on?
Let's smoke him out before he does any more damage, before he sees something he's there!
I actually forgot where to go. Hold on, I got a little brain poopy going on right now. Oh, well, I'm dumb. Alright, let's do this.
I thought of Vlad's Trojan horse. I'd gotten into the cleaners' hideout in the back of their van. They'd given me directions to the evidence on the top floor. The dangerous red boxes the cleaners had talked about were containers filled with explosives.
Don't let him get away!
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Max, I'm at the site.
Headed upstairs.
I'm at the wrong end. I'll try to get to the roof to get a view of the place.
Later, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
Shut your face.
So get this. He tells me I'm new to the job.
Mano, come on, stop him, mano. I am so confused.
I don't know, man. Ryan's room is already bad and trouble. Which light? Oh, his.
What a pest.
Dude, they're infiltrating somebody. You gotta take a dike.
Gross.
Let's play around with Little League too. Come on.
Oh man, hold on, relax. Relax, man. There's a class.
That's what we've been doing all day.
Check. Found a new speedrun strat.
Which guy? Just like hit a wall at it. Probably got like.
No, check this
I
out.
thought of Vlad's Trojan horse. I'd gotten into the cleaners' hideout in the back of their van. They'd given me directions to the evidence on the top floor.
I guess you're right.
The dangerous red boxes the cleaners had talked about were containers filled with explosives.
Oh, what's up?
That's not how he works. That's not how he works.
I'm at the wrong end.
That's
I'll try
right.
to get to the roof to get a view of the place.
Later, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
I don't know, man. I really want to speedrun this game, but OBS doesn't work. So I have to use
I mean, are you timing yourself? Do you have,
yeah, it's an in-game timer with you're doing a minute. I'm done. It's really fun doing the
Is
super
there
hot.
like a faster way for him to?
I'm new to the job.
Die!
No, not that I know of.
You ain't gonna get
We do. Come on. Oh, this way.
Like Resident Evil, we could go up to this. Wow.
Oh, I can't do this. I can do this.
shoot to kill!
Damn it. I couldn't get the height. I think I have to be on top of something and jump through.
Shoot it!
Oops, wrong way.
Die! Die!
Wait, I know for a fact. I think I'm supposed to just go down there. I can't remember. I'll have to see in a sec.
Whack him!
You're gonna hard reset every time?
Hey, as soon as you die, you automatically
Trojan
hard reset.
horse. I'd gotten into the
Dude,
cleaner's
it's
hideout
supposed
in the
to be
back of
like,
their van.
essentially,
They'd give me
you can't
directions to the evidence on the top floor. The dangerous red boxes the cleaners had talked about were containers filled with explosives.
Don't let us get away!
Max, I'm at the site. Where are you?
The edge of the site, headed upstairs.
I'm at the wrong end. I'll try to get to the roof to get a view of the place.
Later, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
Take care of him!
You're just shooting them all. Wait, I keep messing up.
So get this. He tells me I'm new to the
I'm on hard mode.
Yeah, it's
Coward! Die! Die!
damn, if I can set up a box.
Oh, you had. What if you had the boxes?
That's what I was saying. I was going to try to set up a box. Wow, okay. GG game. I was mashing spacebar, it didn't work. Let's take safe route.
Shoot to kill! In the hole!
I think I am supposed to go downstairs, right? Yeah.
I don't see you going down levels.
Vlad had said,
Okay, here we go. There we go.
"You guys are packing.
Now it's
Close to
part 2 of the
overkill,
same.
hardcore professionals."
It doesn't seem that way from where I'm standing.
The building's on fire, that's when I
Supposed
start
to be.
doing super cool stuff.
Stop him!
I've never heard him do that whistle pattern.
So what if you use super jump right?
Up here? Yeah, I tried before. Don't worry, you can't. There's no real set.
Those Gimpsu guys and don't.
Who are those guys?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, so much of it.
The cleaners had shed their skins. This was their turf, no need for disguises anymore.
can actually walk straight to the end. A lot of these missions aren't automated. Alright, cool. That part's done. Now, I know of a very good trick at the next part right here.
These cleaners.
So check this out, because I did this during my actual run of the game. Alright, so what they want you to do is go around and come down, right? I'll just set up real quick. Skip doing all that shit.
If you go too fast, what? You just die?
Yeah, if you go too fast, you just drop dead.
Well, come in.
But yeah, I was just showing him this cool section. Set up for this.
There's gotta be like a faster way of doing that.
No, I actually saved like a whole like a minute because you're supposed to go around and like hop on ledges and stuff. Straight drop down. Hold on. Okay. What the snacks? The snacks. Good one. Check it these. So I was just showing him. They want you to go around and do all this super cool shit. You can just like set up for this. Alright. Or skip like a whole minute.
I won't be able to do that.
Oh, I just like I fell off the ledge. It's supposed to naturally just kill you. You're not supposed to fall from pretty high. Just slightly go down. Doesn't.
You should use the pistol.
Flashlight. I just gotta not suck. I already lose a lot of health. Oh, you mean for the yeah. The pump shotgun sucks. Alright. Yeah, the final moment, yeah.
Max, what's happening? Max, come in. Can you hear me? Max, answer me, Max.
And cool, that part's done. This is actually how I found out the super jump. So I was just like fucking around right here, and I was just like,
we're breaking our backs hauling the hardware here because
oh, what? I could do that
it's
twice?
not going to exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do with the bodies? They're not going to magically turn to dust when the building blows up. It's going to be a mess.
The boss will figure it out.
oh, wrong one.
Condemned.
Okay, so we're breaking our backs hauling the hardware here because the choir building's not going to exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do with the bodies? They're not going to magically turn to dust when the building blows up.
No, I
It's
was.
gonna be
I
a
had the wrong
mess.
gun out.
The boss will figure it out. Trust his twisted evil mind on this.
Die!
Wait. What did I do before? 'Cause I didn't have to take that.
Okay, so we're breaking our backs hauling the
I can't
hardware
remember.
here because the choir building's not going to exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do with the bodies? They're not gonna magically turn to dust when the building blows up. It's gonna be a mess.
The boss will figure it out. Trust his twisted.
Cause I could just skip taking yes. Oh. That wasn't it. I can't remember. Did I set up with the boxes? I think I did, yeah. That's tricky.
Okay, so we're breaking our backs hauling the hardware here because the choir building's not gonna exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do with the bodies? They're not gonna magically turn to dust when the building blows up. It's gonna be a mess.
The boss will figure it out. Trust his twisted evil mind on this.
Mixer because OBS doesn't work on Max Payne 2 for some reason.
Hauling the hardware
it actually like makes the game lag.
Not going to exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do with the bodies? They're not going to magically turn to dust when the building blows up. It's going to be a mess.
The boss will figure it out.
Ah, come on.
Okay, so we're breaking our backs hauling the hardware here because the choir building's not going to exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do?
What if you were to jump to the right
breaking
instead
our
of going
backs
through the
hauling the
fence?
hardware here because the choir building's not going to exist much
Wait,
longer. But what are we supposed to do with the bodies?
Like
They're
jump
not gonna
over
magically
here instead
turn to
of
dust when the
no.
building blows up.
Like what you had before, but
The boss will figure it out. Trust his
Yeah.
twisted evil mind on this.
I don't know. It might be too far.
I got
Okay,
you.
so we're breaking our
I don't know,
backs
but
hauling
Oh, you
the
mean
hardware
talking about jump off this
because the
fence to come up
choir
there?
building's not gonna exist much longer.
Well, that too, I guess. That would be an idea too. But no, like right the frame. Instead of making
The
this
boss will
jump, you
figure
go
it
to
out.
the right.
Trust his twisted evil
See how it's
mind
clear
on
there?
this.
There's no fence. But I think it's just too far.
Yeah, this
But he's saying if you jump from that wood like panel thing. Yeah. The wooden frame.
I can't stand that.
Condemned building at the edge.
Oh,
Okay, so we're breaking our backs hauling the
Are you talking about this right
hardware
here?
Yeah.
because the choir
okay.
building's not gonna
It's
exist
really
much longer.
slippery on this
But
thing.
what are
That's
we
why.
supposed to do with the bodies? They're not going to magically turn to dust when the building blows up. It's going to be a mess.
Not for the
Got you. I got
Okay,
you.
so we're breaking our backs
That ain't-
hauling the hardware here because the choir
'Cause you got,
building's
like,
not going to exist
really
much
good
longer.
height.
But what are we supposed to do
But
with the bodies?
see which one's faster.
Okay, so we're breaking
'Cause I
our
feel like
backs
that
hauling the
second
hardware
jump-
here because the choir building's not going to exist.
Condemned.
Okay, so
It
we're
is.
breaking our backs hauling the hardware here because the choir building's not going to exist.
Condemned.
Okay, so we're breaking our backs hauling the hardware here because the choir building's not going to exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do with the bodies?
Yeah, as you
They're not
see,
going to
sometimes
magically
it doesn't
turn to
work.
dust when the building blows up. It's going to be a mess.
I guess
The
it's
boss
like
will
the
figure
same.
it out. Trust his twisted evil mind on this.
Wait a minute. Now I remember what happened. I accidentally did a triple super boost. And then I just got like incredible god tier height.
What, do you remember how you did it?
Oh,
Was it off of those boxes?
it was just random. I just somehow got supremo height. Oh, now I know what I did.
Okay, so we're breaking our backs hauling the hardware here because the choir building's not going to exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do with the
I'm
bodies?
supposed to.
They're not going to
go this
magically
way.
turn to dust when the building blows up. It's going to be a mess.
No, I don't
The
need
boss
these
will
boxes.
figure it out. Trust his twisted evil mind on this.
It's technically not even supposed to not go on that catwalk, but you can.
Okay,
That's what
so
it
we're
is.
breaking our backs hauling the hardware here.
What the hell?
Yeah, see, sometimes it just gives you a super hop.
Like that would have been amazing. Yeah. That's what I was trying to
But I don't know how to get it to do the supreme hop. Yeah, it's something. Like
See, I
that.
think you just did a supreme right there.
Yeah.
Condemned.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Okay,
just
so
try
we're
and normal
breaking our
jump it.
backs hauling the hardware here because the choir building's not going to exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do with the bodies?
Maybe
They're not gonna magically turn to dust when the building blows up. It's gonna be a mess.
The boss will figure it out. Trust his twisted evil mind on this.
Let's see something real quick.
Cover me! Damn! You can't hide! Cover me!
I think I have to.
Is that him or
The guards?
no? You.
It's every time I reload with slow motion. So you got like undo slow motion. Then do it.
Mona, these guys are packing. Close to overkill. Hardcore.
It doesn't seem that way from where I'm standing.
Shoot!
Developer cheats. Alright, cool. They're kind of be dicks and put like painkillers outside the map. And if you mess up, this board goes undone and you fall to your death.
Max, what's going on?
The building's blowing up. That's what's going on.
Max? Damn it.
Can you switch weapons fast?
Yeah, you can.
Let's try playing around with weapons.
Max? Max, what's happening?
Big. Don't worry, he's alive somehow.
Throw the rules out the...
Don't you tell me about the sniper.
Lucky boy. I don't know, they made zoom E, I guess.
Try to get inside. Head my way.
Make right click, zoom in.
Oh, the barrette looks like... Really? Yeah, I think that's fine. The barrette? Oh, yeah.
No good, the door's locked.
No! It was just like... I just couldn't believe it's good.
I need to get across the courtyard to the next door. I need you to cover me.
Yeah, they had red dot for...
Max, can't get a good shot from here. I'll have to backtrack through the building to get a better view.
It's not like I'm in a hurry.
Do you want us to crack jokes about it? Or do you want me to go?
Go.
Thought so.
It's been a while. I think, no, you didn't have a red dot attachment? I think Black Ops, they started doing, like, all the...
I was in trouble. I could only hope that Mona would find an opening with a view down to the yard to take the commandos out in time.
Yeah, Mara was like, it's hard to get a system. It's like you can put everything fine but have
Max, the route's clear.
I'm moving. Cover me.
yeah, it can
I actually remember doing that
Sound like a
too.
rerun, but they've got me down here.
I'm on it. I'll circle to the scaffolding on the other side of the yard.
Yeah, they have That's what I love using. Yep.
Max, I'm here.
Sure, it's not all the bolt action rifles, like
No luck with the door. There's a gateway here that leads to another yard. I'll try that.
Okay, I'll work my way through the building to meet you there.
And then finally, that's like the iron sight takes most of it. It really does. It's like, oh, finally I got a scope. I can see people.
How's the view, Mona? Aim for the gas bottles.
Where it's like when you fire and it was the last bullet, and the thing it goes. Yep, I remember
How's
now.
the
Yeah.
view, Mona? Aim for the gas
I
bottles.
think it's just skinny. Actually, yes.
He doesn't even hit the ground. It's like, you're gonna die. Kick him off! Oh.
How's the view,
Yeah, bro,
Mona?
I'm trying to get his gun.
Aim
He
for the
can't
gas
shoot. Let me
bottles.
see something. There has to be a way to get him.
What does he see you if you go too close?
How's the view, Mona? Aim for the
There we
gas
go. Now it goes
Wow.
good.
Wow. Goddamn. Fucking antimatter rifle should just like. I didn't know.
The bad news is the first door here is also locked. What's worse, the commandos are happy to see me.
You just push those forward a little bit. Yeah.
I'm going for the second door.
I'll cover you.
They say that, you know, we're all pulling on Earth a little bit, right? Every action has a reaction. Yeah.
Locked.
Out there
Running
in
out of
the
doors
cosmic
here.
waves watching
One left across the yard. I'll need cover fire to reach it.
Okay, stay where you are. I'll let you know when I'm in position to cover you from the other side of the yard.
If she couldn't make it to the other side of the yard, I wouldn't make it out of there alive. It was that simple.
Created all the friction. Because like, oh, the Gimpy guys. Why the fuck do
Okay, action.
That's why the bandits, right? Isn't that the business?
Ready? Get set, go.
And
This part's dumb. I hope I can actually get these guys
Wow.
in this stupid spot. You should have seen this part on the hardest game mode. Max was just getting his ass beat. I can't shoot him. They're behind the fucking wall. And Max is help. Ow, 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 ow. It's like, cool. Good game development right
One
here.
last chance. There's another gate out of the yard under you.
Meet you on the other side.
Listen, Mona. The fun house. You wanted to talk about what happened.
Yeah.
I'll wait for the gate to come down.
Well,
Well, what, Max?
Pete, you're breaking up. Damn it. More command.
Oh,
Max? Max, come in. Can you hear me?
it wasn't pointing. It was pointing at the roof.
It's one of those things that speedrunners love. RGN. How did you not break the leg?
Some pictures.
Faded away. Mona must have been.
Yeah,
Some other emergency.
not the legs, but just the feet. Just like. Or the. Run around. Shoot. Just like. This is dumb.
He didn't. Oh, it was a headshot.
Mona, I'm at the edge of this pit. I can see a way out from here.
Can I do this?
I mean,
I'm at the bottom of the pit. I'll find a way out.
Didn't you just think of that?
Okay. The commandos don't want you to leave. I'll talk to them.
She just killed an entire army. These dudes.
What makes you think you're gonna be the one that killed her, like, at this point?
Boss is not gonna believe.
I'm going
Found a
home.
lift.
Like, what does it get for kids?
Okay, I see
Does
the
it get
lift.
like a bonus?
I'll be there. The cleaners
Does
are gone.
like kids
It's
get
all
like
clear
a
up
bigger
here.
Christmas
Job.
gift?
They get a Christmas.
Just get a pat on the
That
back.
bike that the kid so much
Yeah, you
wanted.
got a Rubik's
Now he
Cube.
can afford.